Another TikTok numpty has gone viral for eating meat in front of vegans. The video already has about 8 million views. Let's give it a watch.
It's so funny, isn't it? So it's like you like a joke, don't you? You love a joke, don't you?
You want some? Of course not. Out of 5. That's a finable offence, isn't it?
Chill out,
you just
mate.
littered. Police officer.
Why
You threw that on the floor. It looks like yours. That's a finable offence. Put it in the bin.
Please, could you just be
Oh, do you
around
want to hear
to
you? You can.
What are you doing for?
Alright, just littered again. Go and put it in the bin.
You're fine.
Yours, mate? Okay.
What are you, big man here?
I'm promoting eating meat.
Let me know, man. Are you proud of doing what you are doing?
Yeah, I am.
Because you are being pathetic here right
Guys,
now.
yeah, but you guys are promoting your thing. Can't we promote ours?
Yet another TikTok narcissist with the most unique and original idea that no one else has ever done, ever. The level of creativity it must have taken for him to come up with this is just mind-blowing. It's not like at least 3 other TikTokers have done the exact same thing this year, and no one has ever done this for YouTube either. Literally, never happened before. This guy came up with it all by himself. When did doing what everyone else does become cool or funny anyway? Like, oh hey, 99% of people eat meat. How funny would it be to eat meat in front of that little 1% of people that don't eat meat? Huh, because they're not like us, right? Huh, it's funny. It's really funny. Like, is that the basis of the joke? It's funny because they're different and we're all the same. Did your mum not teach you right, mate? Judging by the state of this kid, his mum definitely didn't teach him right. TikTok is full of little scroats like him, desperately crying out for attention and validation from strangers on the internet. It's depressing. If you're this kid's mum, or if your kid is doing shit like this, do your kid and all of us a favor and take their fucking phone off them. They'll hate you now, but they'll probably thank you in a few years when they've done something worthy with their life instead of wasting it trying to be edgy for social media. But if you thought this little scrote was bad, wait until you see the level of meat flakery from the guy in the next story. Animal rights activists started a petition to ban the dog and cat meat in Ghana and other countries in Africa. They made a statement that said, "We urge you to ban demonic dog and animal sacrifices and the barbaric dog and cat meat trade in Africa. Like many harmful and outdated practices in history, these barbaric animal sacrifices must be abolished." Even the clown from the last story would agree with this, as would, 99% of people watching this video, right? So how did this government react to this request? Well, an MP in Ghana went to Facebook and posted this. Just got online this morning to see many messages from across the world regarding a petition to the government of Ghana to ban some delicacies. I'm told listed in the said petition, which I'm yet to see, is dog, cat meat, and a few others. I don't speak for cat eaters, but as the global president of the Dog Eaters Association, I assure members that the said petition will never see the light of day. I urge members to stay calm and continue enjoying their delicacy. I expect members to increase consumption over this weekend. It's our human, cultural, and traditional right. I remain a dog-eating citizen. Interesting. It's almost like he's using the exact same arguments to continue eating dogs as most people use to continue eating cows, pigs, chickens, and more. He even encouraged people to eat more dogs because of the petition. Where have I heard that before? Oh yeah, it's what meat flake morons say to vegans all the time. I'm gonna eat a steak tonight because of your post, or whatever they're saying. But I'm gonna guess most people won't agree with this guy when it comes to dogs, will they? The message is pretty simple. The way you feel about dogs and cats and the anger you feel towards what this man is saying is the exact way vegans feel when you say all that same shit about other animals. Expand your sympathy and compassion to other animals. Stop limiting it to cats and dogs. That's really the only difference between a vegan and someone who isn't a vegan. Another animal that almost everyone wants to help is dolphins. Did you know just last week, 1,428 dolphins were forced into a cove by people on boats, then stabbed to death? It happens every year in the Faroe Islands, and it's about as brutal as you'd expect. You're probably asking why they would do that. It's the same reason as the Ghanaian politician wants to eat dogs, and the same reason most people want to eat cows, pigs, and chickens. Culture and tradition. People have this flexible morality that allows them to see these acts and say, "Oh my God, that's horrible, I don't support that," and then go on to support the exact same acts, but done to a cow or a chicken. Instead of convincing yourself that some animals deserve this and some don't, which we all know is bullshit, Why not just accept that none of them deserve this and just eat a bean burger instead? It's really that simple. We've got one more story, then I'm going to respond to some dumb comments from our meat flakes of the week. If you're enjoying the video so far, let me know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Sometimes it takes a big smack in the face to make someone see things how they really are. Like this guy, who found a pig's nipple in a McDonald's bacon roll. Yeah, a nipple. Shocking, isn't it? There are actual pieces of dead animal in your bacon sandwich made from pieces of dead animal. Apparently, he's now considering going vegan after making the horrifying discovery that his sandwich did in fact contain pieces of dead animal. Guys, this is what you're eating. If it's not nipples, it's muscles, fat, it's the insides and sometimes outsides of an animal who was decapitated and cut into little pieces. This is meat. It sounds horrendous because it is bloody horrendous. It's like a real-life horror movie. How anyone can turn their nose up at tofu or a bean burrito, but shovel severed limbs and nipples in their mouths is beyond me. I mean, come on, guys. The only nipples you should be shoving in your mouth as an adult are your partner's. Ideally in the privacy of your own home, but I know some of you might be into that public shit too. I say with a partner because it could be pretty depressing if you were just sitting there licking your own nipples, but hey, each to their own, I guess. Are you ready for this week's Meat Flakes of the Week? If you're ready for the Meat Flakes of the Week, leave a comment right now saying, I'm ready for the Meat Flakes. And let's kick off with this week's Meat Flakes of the Week.
It's time for Meat Flakes of the Week.
All right, then let's start with the first meat flake. David is the kind of guy who everyone rolls their eyes at saying, oh, for fuck's sake, when he walks up to the group to talk. I mean, I don't doubt that that's not been the truth in some cases. Wait, no, I don't doubt that's not been the truth in some. I think that's been the truth in some cases. But hey, look, you know, everyone's had that happen to them. And I think Alex is definitely one of the people who's had that happen to him. He's got the face, that, hey guys, like he's approaching people that clearly don't like him, and he's got that kind of half smile. So Alex, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Hey, you know, we can be annoying. People find people like us annoying, Alex. It's me and you against the world, bro. You know, I'm with you, man. You don't want to be liked. That's why you keep upload clickbait videos and try to get attention from vegans, right? You don't want to be... No, I'm not interested in being liked or not, Jack. I love how people seem to think that that's like the most important thing in life is, oh, if people like you, then you're... No, if people like you, then you're probably a nice guy or a nice girl or whatever. But it means that you've clearly not ever said anything to make them challenge anyone, right? Nice people are considered nice people because they don't say or do anything that challenges what everyone else thinks. So everyone just thinks you're a nice person. The second you try and talk about things that people don't like, all of a sudden you're listed as like some bad person that, you know, people don't like. Oh no, that person made me feel bad. So Jack, look, bro, I mean, you go your whole life being this nice person that doesn't question anything if that's for you, but it's not for me, mate. You know, I'm going to speak up about things that need to be spoken up about. I support meat haters. David, you're doing an absolute injustice to the name David. You're a disgrace. But I support meat haters. What, you support most people then? Like, it's like saying, I don't know. It's like saying, I support drinking water. Like, okay, most people support drinking water. There's only a few people in the world that don't support drinking water. And you know, why? It's not like you saying this doesn't like do anything to them. It just shows you're just saying, basically what you're saying is, I'm normal. I support being normal, even though being normal is hurting animals. Good work, David. I will not be struck by hunger when cows or chickens are near. It's foolishness not to eat what God has given us. Eat chicken and bulls wisely. You can't reduce the suffering of something. Suffering is suffering. There's so much fucking nonsense to this. I don't know where to start. I will not be struck by hunger when cows or chickens are near. What are you talking about being struck by hunger? Where are you, in some desert somewhere with a Wi-Fi connection? It's foolishness not to eat what God has given us. What? So you're going to eat people then? Because God gave you people. Are you going to eat children? God put children on the planet. Yeah, I didn't think so. Eat chicken and bulls wisely. What do you mean eat them wisely? How do you eat them wisely? Do you need to be like reading a really in-depth intellectual book whilst eating? Is that wisely eating? I don't really get that. You can't reduce the suffering of something. Suffering is suffering. Yes, you can reduce the suffering of people and animals and all beings that can suffer. Yes, the suffering can be reduced. If you think suffering is suffering. I'd love to see this person on their deathbed. Doctor, please, can you give me some morphine? I'm in so much pain. The doctor's like, hey, look, I can't reduce your suffering, mate. Suffering is suffering. You need to just, you need to just plug on through, mate. Just push on. You're gonna be not gonna be all right. But I can't reduce your suffering, mate. I mean, that YouTube comment you made all those years ago. Look, I'm just doing what you wanted, all right? Suffering is suffering. Wait, you're that vegan dude. I can't trust vegans. They're way too biased when it comes to animals. Biased. If by biased you mean we put the animals' interests and the animals' pain and suffering before pleasure and convenience, then yes, we are biased then, mate. Yeah, if that's how you see it, it's just that most people like you would prefer to ignore that. Actually, you're the biased one because you're biased in favor of your own selfish bullshit. Vegans aren't necessarily biased. They're just considering the animals more than your selfish bullshit. Mr. David might worshippers of Lucifer. I guess that was supposed to be might worship Lucifer. I don't worship Lucifer, but I do watch the series Lucifer. That's pretty good. You can't be Muslim and refuse to sacrifice a herding animal at least once a year. Totally. I'm sure that Allah wrote that in the Quran as well, like specifically herding animals specifically, because the idea of herding is it's an eternal idea. Like herding animals have been around for, since the beginning of time, since when God created everything. He put that label on animals. Herding, these are herding animals. Yeah. So, this totally makes sense that this is the word of God. I mean, absolutely, right? Vegans like you are so disgusting. This is basically the opposite of this, or the way of this. Vegans like me are disgusting, but vegans that aren't disgusting are the ones who say, each to their own, you do you. Hey, I'm a vegan, but I don't tell other people about veganism. To this person, those ones are the great vegans, and the ones who actually speak up and try to defend animals are disgusting. So that's definitely the context of this comment, no doubt. It's okay, David. It's not your fault that your brain cannot comprehend the power of Shiva. On second thoughts, fuck you, David. Typical Sadhguru fan, typical Sadhguru cult member here. It always starts with something, or it begins with something brutal, and then tries to go nice, or it starts nice and then goes brutal. They're like, yeah, your brain simply cannot comprehend the power of Shiva. Shiva, this some god or goddess somewhere that's all loving and powerful, and that we should all aspire to be like. And then on second thoughts, fuck you. Just like Shiva. Shiva would clearly be saying fuck you as well, right? Because this is, it's what gods do, isn't it? And this person's just trying to be like the gods, or like Sadhguru, because Sadhguru would also say fuck you, right? Now, these people, these Sadhguru cult members, these clowns, religious clowns, they always come out with the same shit. If their religion or their guru was so loving and inspirational, they wouldn't be saying shit like that, would they? Vegans are idiots. They cherry pick facts and force their ideology on people. Yeah, I'm me sat here on my YouTube channel. I'm so forcing you. I forced this guy to watch my video, gun pointed to his head, and cherry picking facts. Cherry picking facts. I love that. The claim of facts being cherry picked. It's like, mate, there are literally entire studies. What you think we're cherry picking the facts within studies? Now it's like, you can read the fucking studies. They're available. It's not like vegans are just like redact, whatever it's called when you hide the facts or you hide the study somewhere. It's like, no, everything that vegans are quoting is public. So if something's being cherry picked, you can go find it. It's not like, it's not like we could get away with that. Oh, another one from the same guy. This is a good one. David makes yet another lie. It's been proven that plants want to live and do scream when killed. I'm surprised at a very low level of intellect shown by David Rams. The irony of telling me I have a low intellect whilst believing plants want to live, like that they can actually have that thought process, like, oh, I would like to live right now, fight for their lives and scream. Yeah, okay, mate. If plants can scream, can you point out on a plant, point out the vocal cords, please, and then we'll maybe I'll believe you and your superior intellect. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, consider joining the Patreon team. Patreon.com/David Rams. Link is in the description and also in the pinned comment. You'll get access to loads of exclusive content on a weekly basis. It will never be on YouTube. It'll never be on Instagram. Only on Patreon. And you're supporting me to make more videos like this. Thank you, everybody, for watching this week's Face the Facts Friday. Keep calling out the bullshit, and I'll see you in the next video.